Hello students and welcome to Edupedia World. My name is Shivam Mishra and I'll be taking you through the solutions of JEE Advanced 2013 Chemistry Paper 1. The paper code which we are using is 5. So let us look at the questions one by one. Alright, so we are going to start off with section 1 of this paper. This particular section has 10 questions. For each one of them, only one of the 4 given options is correct. Let us start with the first question. The first question is straight out of the chemical kinetics topic. It states that for a reaction, a particular reaction is taking place in which P plus Q react to form R plus S. And then some data has been given regarding the concentration of P and the concentration of Q, and we are required to find out the overall order of this reaction. Okay, I hope all of you must be familiar with the rate law expression for a particular reaction. For the above reaction, we can state that the rate of reaction for the above reaction, it can be written as the rate of reaction is equal to some K, which will be the constant for the particular reaction, into concentration of P to the power X into concentration of Q to the power Y. Okay, this is the rate law expression for the reaction, and we are required to find out the overall order of the reaction, which basically means that we need to figure out the value of X plus Y. This is what we need to find out. Now, if we closely analyze the data for Q and P in the question, I will consider Q first. It says that the concentration of Q varies with reaction time as shown in the figure. So basically, we have been given a graph of the concentration of Q versus time. This is the graph which we have been given, and we can see that this particular graph is a linear graph, which means that the concentration of Q decreases with time linearly. This also means that the concentration of Q decreases at a constant rate, and these are clear-cut indications that the order with respect to Q, that is the value of Y, is going to be 0. Because it is only in the case of zero order reaction that we get a constant slope of the concentration versus time graph, and the reaction goes to completion in a finite time. So this is about Y. Okay, we still need to find the value of X to determine the answer to this question. For X, it says that 75% reaction of P, the time taken for 75% reaction of P is twice the time taken for 50% reaction of P. Let us analyze this data, what it exactly tries to say. It means that the time for 75% completion of the reaction with respect to P is 2 times of T 50%. Now T 50% can simply be considered as the half-life, or the time in which the concentration is halved, and similarly T 75% can be considered as the time in which 75% of the reaction is over. 75% would mean that 3/4 of P has been consumed. Okay, so if we now try to analyze this data, let us say at some initial time the concentration of P was some C0. Okay, so after some time T, that is the half-life, let us say, it becomes what? It becomes half. That is why we are calling it half-life. It becomes C0 by 2. And T 75%, that the time taken for 3/4 to get completed. So if 3/4 has been get completed, then what is left over? Left over is 1/4, that is C0 by 4. And this time, this T 75% is twice of T 50%. So the time from here to here, is 2t. If from here to here it is t, this will again be what? T. So if you now analyze the data, we see that in equal time intervals, this is a time interval of t and this again is a time interval of t. The reaction, the concentration is decreasing in a GP. That is a geometric progression. It is getting halved and again it is getting halved. So these are the clear-cut pointers or clear-cut indicators for a first order reaction. So that means that x is equal to 1. So x equal to 1 and y equal to 0 gives us the overall value of x plus y as equal to 1, and that gives us the answer as D for the first question. Thank you.